Hey, what's up, guys? Kool-Aid here. Got some Battlefield 4 gameplay for you. If you wonder where I've been, I actually put it in the description of the video I put up Friday. Basically, I wanted to take 1 week off from making videos and just focus on having as much fun as possible playing Battlefield 4 on my new PC. And I've really enjoyed it so far. There's a lot of good about this game, a lot of good things I like, and a lot of bad things about the game right now. I wouldn't say a lot of bad things, but there are a few bad things, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I kind of did a first impressions video for beta. Well, I've had a week to play now, or almost a week to play, and I've learned a lot more about this game. I've come to like this game immensely. It's very enjoyable, but it does have some problems as well, and that's what we're going to talk about today, both the good and the bad. So first off, the launch has been pretty shaky, to say the least. We just had a ton of server crashes. I actually had one day where I had to quit playing because my game kept freezing up. It's the only day that I've had that happen. It would freeze up every single game. It wasn't the server, it was literally just me. Since then, I have not had that issue at all, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yesterday, this is a perfect example, I made it a point to get in the Little Bird, get a little bit better at flying, and unlock the 25mm cannons that everybody's been talking about so far. I actually had a server crash 4 games in a row, and I had to literally unlock 25mm cannons 5 separate times. It was incredibly frustrating. So hopefully this gets ironed out soon, because this is easily the biggest issue right now with Battlefield 4. Another huge issue are the spawns. This probably doesn't apply as much to you guys that play Conquest or Rush primarily, but if you've been playing a lot of TDM or Domination, you'll notice that these spawns are absolutely atrocious. They're literally the worst spawns I've ever seen in a first-person shooter. If you remember back in Battlefield 3, maps like Karg Island TDM was a really awesome map, but it had really bad spawns. But they eventually ironed that out and fixed it. I'm hoping they can do the same thing with the TDM maps on Battlefield 4, because some of these maps are actually really good. In Battlefield 3, I really only liked a few TDM maps. The other ones really kind of, I think, bugged me for some reason. In Battlefield 4, I'm enjoying almost every TDM map, with the exception of 1 or 2. They're really enjoyable so far. Actually, maps as a whole have been pretty enjoyable so far. There's a couple Conquest maps that I'm not a huge fan of, mostly because they are really vehicle oriented. I felt like I had to be in a vehicle to really enjoy them, and I don't really like that, but that's kind of nitpicking a little bit. I haven't played many games of Rush yet, mostly because servers were either unable or were choosing not to up their ticket count, and tickets were just really low, which makes Rush kind of stupid. Since then, I think that's either been fixed or, like I said, I don't know if it was because they weren't able to or because they didn't know how, but since then servers have been doing that, and I'm looking forward to playing more Rush, because maps really determine how good Rush can be, a map design, more so than Conquest or TDM. So I'm looking forward to that. But as a whole, I really like the maps so far. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they put out in the DLCs. One map that I want to mention in particular is Operation Locker, and a lot of people are saying this is the new Metro, which it kind of is. It reminds you a lot of Metro. It's kind of this underground, really tunneled, map. But the one thing about this map that makes it 10 times better than Metro ever was or ever will be is the outside. You can actually go around the whole map outside as either a flanking route or just another, a mode to get from one place to the other. Metro lacked that, and I think that's what really killed Metro for me and for a lot of other people. This just opens up so many more possibilities and makes the map 10 times better in my opinion. Another thing that I've really liked so far are the changes to the classes. In Battlefield 3, I feel, and I think a lot of other people are on board with this, that Assault was easily the best class, especially if you played games like TDM or Domination. Assault was just ridiculous. People would run revive trains, and there's really no reason to run anything else. In Conquest, I always favored Engineer. I always thought that was the best class. It really was dependent on game mode, but overall, I think Assault and Engineer were the 2 best classes in Battlefield 3. So in Battlefield 4, the Assault actually got nerfed, I would say. you can no longer run up, hit somebody with your defibs, and they'll pop at 100% health. They'll actually only pop up at 20% health. Now you can charge up your defibs and revive them at 100%, but that takes time. So they definitely nerfed revives. You also cannot constantly revive the same person. If I run up, revive somebody that's dead, they pop up and die right away, I can't revive them again. There's a certain cooldown period or something in between there. I haven't quite figured that out exactly, but you cannot just constantly revive the same person like you could in Battlefield 3. So I really like those changes, and I think Assault did need a little bit of a nerf. Engineer didn't really get nerfed. They did get their carbines taken away and replaced with PDWs, but I guess they didn't really even get that because they can still use carbines. So Engineer's probably the least changed class from Battlefield 3. They're still really powerful. They're still, to me, the kings of conquest. Support got the XM25, which is a really good actual support weapon, and I think that bumped them up a little bit. Recon got the biggest overhaul. They now have the PDL or PLD. I can never remember which order that goes in. They got motion balls back and C4 back, and that really made Recon, that much better, especially having access to carbines now as well. I think Recon's actually going to be one of the go-to classes for game modes like TDM and Domination. So I still think Assault's probably the best, but the margin has definitely narrowed, and I think all these classes are really good to play now, and I really overall like the changes that they made. Another thing that I'm really enjoying so far are the new attack boats. In Battlefield 3, I don't know that I got a total of 20 kills in a boat in the 800 hours total that I played of that game. I have far exceeded that already in Battlefield 4 because these boats are so much fun. And you can tell the way the maps are laid out that they really wanted to add this aspect to Battlefield, to the new game. And these boats are just a ton of fun. Not only does the driver have access to different cannons to equip it with, you have TV missiles, Zuni rockets, and then on each side of this boat are two giant miniguns that absolutely devastate infantry and aircraft. And then there's a force spot in this boat as well that allows you to repair on the go. So these things are incredibly fun, and it was you can easily tell that DICE really wanted to make sure that boats were a big part of Battlefield 4, and they did an excellent job at doing so, I think. So I could go on, pretty much all day about all the good stuff that's in Battlefield 4. I might start coming off like a little bit of a Battlefield 4 fanboy, which I'm not. I don't have any affinity to Battlefield. I'm not. I don't have to play. If there's something better and Battlefield wasn't, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't play it. But right now, I think there's so much good about Battlefield 4, and it has so much potential. I think the server issues will definitely get resolved soon, and the spawns, if it was anything like Battlefield 3, will get fixed, and TDM will be much more enjoyable than it is right now. But, right now everything's just like a shiny new toy to me, and I'm still in that honeymoon phase. So I'm not going to ramble on too much more about this. Basically just wanted to get some content out for you guys. Wanted to let you know that I'm still here, and if I sound different on this video, it's because I don't have my settings exactly how they were on my old PC. I still got some playing around to do, and I am a little bit hoarse. I am a little bit sick, so I do probably sound a little bit different. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as Battlefield 4 content. If you want to see weapon reviews, squad gameplay, more vehicle gameplay. I am more of an infantry focused player. However, I have really been enjoying the vehicles so far in this game. Even tanks. I was never really a big tank guy in Battlefield 3, but so far I've actually been enjoying it. So let me know what you guys want to see, and I'm going to try to make that happen. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for now. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. I don't know how. I mean, I probably have 40 kills in it at most, and I have everything unlocked.
I got thermal camo already.
We'll throw you through here since you're on my right.
Oh, you're fine. I'm enjoying the rain.
Oh God, what was that?
Oh, I'm looking for it. Ah, I got killed.
Jesus.
Oh, AC-130.
we're screwed. Those are the only things that... I mean, you can't do anything against them.
Oh, there's another boat. Go in the boat. Go in the boat.